Hello everybody, my name is Lucas and welcome back to another world tour. A couple of housekeeping things to get out of the way before we jump into Minecraft. I'm in college. It's going well. I am having a blast so far, but it's definitely difficult. On the upside though, I am able to stream and I have incredible internet here. And so I can finally share the world on stream. So if you're interested in watching the live streams, scroll down in the description. The link to my Twitch will be there. And so you can see the progress more than every 3 months. Anyways, Minecraft related things. We have finally built a shrine to our cat, Cookie. And he's got two sidekicks. We've got Cheese, which Grace named, and Titan, which Gomp named in the comment section of the last world tour. So there's like a glass fog. You can kind of see the nether brick back there. Kind of went with the evil theme. That just seems to be how I roll. Also, our storage system looks the same. Maybe added a couple more blocks. This thing has definitely come in handy. That's all I will say. Been using it tons. And then as we pop out here, here's where Cookie used to stand. Maybe we should put him on the gold block. Let me know what you think. First things first, there's no cow farm or sheep farm. I murdered all the sheep, which maybe wasn't a bad idea, maybe it was a bad idea, I don't know. But we saved 2 cows. This space is going to become something. I don't know what it is. It'll probably carve it out because this is on this level. But I also want it to go down here, and we'll talk about these 2 buildings in a second. I want it to kind of like a smooth transition down instead of, you know, a 5-block tall wall. But we'll figure it out. So this area will be more than likely just be smoothed out. And that brings us over here to the sugarcane farm. I put some deep slate blocks around it. This is my first building with deep slate, and I feel like I did pretty well. We've got deep slate brick walls, and what block is this? Okay. We've got polished deep slate and deep slate tiles. That's what it was. And deep slate tile walls as well. So we pop in here. We've got 5 modules in the hopper minecart, and goes around and picks up the sugarcane. And this will be the main propellant for the main ingredient for my fireworks. And as well as the creeper farm once we finish that up. So we'll have a nice supply of fireworks. And then as we stroll our way over here. Oh. Don't mind the endstone. That's what it's called. On top of here. I needed to farm some chorus fruit to make this. Which brings us over to our next new building. It's the super smelter. Loud piston noise of doom. Basically, you've got your fuel input here, and I know it's hard to see, that's the whole point. It's entirely spawn proof, and so if you throw items in here, it like lights up the furnaces in a line. Super duper cool. And so don't worry about mob spawning in here. But it's kind of broken, kind of because of weird Minecraft quirky mechanics. If you want me to explain more, I'll leave a comment and I'll answer it. But weird quirks of Minecraft makes this quite interesting to operate. So we had to dig out the area and use some magenta concrete and some purple to build some cool floors. And as we make our way over here, notice the Cactus Farm is a little bit different. Currently, we're working on a new mega project that requires a whole bunch of cactus, and I will explain it later. But we're turning it into just a cactus farm where we're storing cactus, and there's some down here. But basically, instead of using it as an XP bank, we are harvesting the cactus and keeping it instead of smelting it. And we also did some incredibly complicated redstone to where this is fully automatic and lag reduction. So you know how the droppers here aren't clicking right now? If we activate the bamboo farm, hear how it goes. And then also, if you look at the minecarts, they're gonna come as well. There we go. It's fully automatic. Basically, this entire system above ground is for the minecarts, and then if we go down here, This is one giant pulse extender for the two droppers. Sorry, that's probably really annoying. Could this be a lot simpler? Yes. Is it simpler? No. Because I did it my way. So that's the gist of the Cactus Farm. Now that I just killed my lag. As we make our way over here, we passed 200 episodes on stream. So I'll give a quick shout out to everyone who was on stream by just like slowly panning through the names. If you would like to see your name currently in my world forever, join us for episode 300. We're currently at 246, so you've got a while to go. And our next little build is we have a bee farm now. It's manual, it's not automatic, but I tore down half of the villager frick chamber, which you can see right here. I tore down half of it, and in its place I built a little bee farm. So if we go in here, you can see we've got campfires and all the bees and nice little decorated area. And then down here is going to be where the main farm is going to be. I haven't built any of it yet, but you can imagine this is like a sun and kind of the sunset vibes. And yes, I had to use string to hold up all the sand. It's incredibly annoying, and I wish I would have built it one block higher, but I didn't. And so I'm actually pretty proud of this. How it kind of goes, goes outward and gets darker and darker. But this will be like automatic bee farm stuff. But I haven't completely figured that out yet. So we'll cross the bridge when we get there. Moving on from the bee farm, I have put a floor here. I believe it's cyan terracotta. Cyan. Yeah. Cyan. Still works the same old way. Melon and pumpkins with some loss. It's a lot of loss actually. But currently turning it into bone meal. See down here, we're almost full. I gotta deal with that soon. But just figured I'd clean it up, because I always wanted to put a floor here. Oh, and I also put a glass roof on top of the bamboo farm to make sure that they didn't grow so high, make sure they didn't lag, especially now that we're not actively using it. It's good to like not have a giant lag spike whenever I use it. Wouldn't be a world tour without a creeper blowing up in my face. Refer back to World Tour number 1 to see a creeper blowing up my storage system. Got some crowded furnaces and some... Uh-oh! Well, that just happened. We have also made more progress on the villager trading hall. I started on row 2. Maybe I showed this off in the last one. I don't remember. But I'm gonna show it off here again. I definitely moved in more librarians, who are for some reason being really annoying. Like there's 2 villagers out, and they don't seem to like want to pathfind as well as they used to. I don't know. I'll probably build a better system to make so they don't have to rely on pathfinding, because that's incredibly unrealistic. I'm not gonna go back through the nether. But I don't know. No progress on the evil castle. Still just the outline. I've got a whole bunch of, like, huge other things to be worrying about. You remember in the last world tour, we started the Hall of Remembrance, and we have a lot more. And in fact, I have Touch of Silk 46 to add to this. I'll probably do it on stream. But we're finally reaching to where pickaxes in 2021 are dying. So... up here, we've got 2020 to 2020, 2020 to 2020 to 2021, and 2021 to 2021. And all of the pickaxes, like currently holding Touch of Silk 45, when it breaks, it'll earn a spot. And what happens if I run out, you ask? Well, we go down. Probably just like dig down. Also, the I have fancy leaves turned on. Usually I don't like it have fancy leaves turned on, so that's why I built all the lighting the way it did, because it was covered up when I didn't have fancy leaves on. So that's why that looks like that. Anyways, I think that's all for the base. Ooh, I've got one more thing, but I need to wait till nighttime to show it off. That's all for my base. Haven't built any progress over here. Turtles are still hanging out, and I guess there is this. This is my attempt at a raid farm. Currently a work in progress, but I've got a villager up here who's hanging out and enjoying life, and I was hoping they would all spawn on here. But, like the pillagers, but I don't know if the area is too small or whatnot. So I'll figure that out at a little later date. Alright, now it is time to reveal the next mega project alongside the creeper farm. And I'll show creeper farm progress as well. But first, we need to show off the new mega project. And, surprise, surprise, it's not really a surprise, it's an XP bank. And if we take the little ice boat path that I made, you'll get to see the beginnings of my XP bank, and there's a lot more things happening than just a cactus farm here. So this cactus farm is 16 by 16 modules. The one that I have on my base is 4 by 4, so it's 4 times as big. And you'll currently notice that it's not entirely finished. That is intentional, because on stream, my last video actually, we went down the rabbit hole that is this farm. Gotta pull out my little composition notebook here. So in order to completely finish this farm, we need to have a bamboo farm to power the cactus farm, and that's where we run into issue. I can finish the cactus farm right now, but in order to build the bamboo farm, I need 12,000 modules producing bamboo, or that's what I want. I don't need, but that's what I want. And so that's going to require 8 shulkers of slabs, rails, note blocks, pistons, and bamboo to power each of the modules. And I wish I had an example of a module. Maybe I'll flash a screenshot on screen right now if I remember to do that. It requires 8 shulkers of all that, 36 shulkers of building blocks, and I think it's going to be white concrete. And then 24 shulkers of observers, which, requires a whole bunch of other materials. And so in order to find all those materials, we need to make a cobblestone farm for the observers, a piglin bartering for the quartz for the observers, a witch farm for the redstone, a tree farm for the wood for the note blocks and the pistons. I need a creeper farm to power the tree farm. I need a shulker farm because I'm going to have a whole crap ton of shulker boxes. And I'm unfortunately going to have to dupe sand because I need a sand duper for TNT. And if the moment Mojang adds any sort of way to farm sand that isn't manual, I will shut down the sand duper. But I don't want to spend over a year mining a creeper farm and then the rest of my life mining sand. I would like to do other things in Minecraft besides just dig. I know, shocker, but I would like to. So that's where we're at with this farm. I kind of have netherrack plans where I want the bamboo farms to extend out to. You can see it right there. And so we'll eventually flatten it out. And the aesthetic for this farm is kind of like the US Capitol building and the White House. Once again, I'll show pictures of these on screen now, so you guys can kind of get an idea of the sort of decoration I want. And combining that with the aesthetic of like your traditional bank, so I'm going to have an XP Bank logo, and I kind of already have an idea for what that's going to look like in my head. Also, if you're wondering design, this is John Bams's design. I think he made it himself. And then in the shulkers are the materials for the cactus farm. And I could finish this, but basically what I've decided is to start with just finishing the creeper farm. That is objective number 1, as I need to get that done before anything else. And so that's where we're going to head now. Okay, so we're at the creeper farm now, and before I show you the progress, first of all, since the last world tour, I've mined 2.5 million stone, so we're officially halfway to 3 million. I don't know if we passed 2 million or not in the last world tour, but here's an update on the stone. And if you remember, in the last world tour, we started the new method, where we were digging chunk by chunk, and here is the progress so far. So we only had 4 chunks dug out in the last one, And now we have 5 rows. And so you get a true idea of how this is going to look like. And eventually I'm going to make the floor uniformed and all that. But here's the progress so far. Looking good. And then the storage, we've had to add lots of rows of stone storage. But there's an update for this. It's definitely been a blast hanging out on Twitch and digging this. And I couldn't be more happy with... I don't know why I'm fighting a slime, but I am. Couldn't be more happy with how this is going. I'm not gonna burn out on this. My brain is like, just, you have to get it done type of motivation. Because this is only part of the XP bank. And then this witch hut will eventually turn into a witch farm once I do some more research on how that all works. But there's the creeper farm progress. So we're over 1/6 of the way done. I think I did the math. We have about 150 streams left of digging, there or about. So if I stream every day, which I've been doing, and it hasn't been the worst thing in the world in terms of like homework and things. But so it'll be done in somewhere around 5-ish months. Hopefully before the school year is over. That's all I want. It's before the school year is over. I added an ice boat path out to the Dirt House district, and I know Jimmy on stream is like 10,000 channel points away from earning a dirt house, and that is super exciting. I can't wait for people in the community to start accruing enough channel points to be able to show off their super awesome, amazing accomplishments. And in the next World Tour, I will be sure to show off all of the accomplishments. Oh, perfect timing. Remember, I've been talking about finishing the Island River, the river that goes around my base, for a long time. And I finally finished it, and it lights up. Let's up this render distance, make my computer hate me. I talked about finishing this for a long time, and I am proud to say that I have finally finished it. And it lights up. I think that's really cool. So you can see how it's all lit up, and there's coral decoration throughout it, and there's a cow. I don't know what the cow is doing. But there you go. It's finished, and it lights up. And I'm pretty proud of it. This was frustrating. Placing down all the coral and the sea pickles was very frustrating. That's all I'm going to say. But it's done, and this base is one step closer to being fully complete before we pack up our things and go somewhere else and start building the actual base. Remember, this is from like episode 1 of my Minecraft series, which was all the way back in like March of 2020. I said that this base is going to be temporary, and I haven't forgotten about that. But it's become semi-permanent, I guess, while I'm waiting to... This was actually supposed to be my base, and then I turned it into a storage system. But once 118 comes out, I think I'll settle somewhere and start working on other things. But anyways, I got a skin, by the way. Grace made me a skin, and I think it's pretty good. Let me know what you think of the skin down in the comment sections below. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. Y'all have been so incredibly supportive on these world tours. Hope you liked the recap and seeing the progress of the world. I haven't lost the enjoyment in this world one bit. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.